Lakeview, north of Wrightwood. We're heading up towards Diversey. This is the national headquarters for the Benevolent Order of the Elks. The Elks was started as a fraternal organization after World War I, veterans of World War I. They expanded it, of course, after World War II to add all the World War II veterans, and you can still join this. You have to pay dues and meet the requirements, but I think it's open to everybody. They're more diverse now, and you see where we're at here. This is where Lakeview begins, but this is the extreme northeastern corner of Lincoln Park, Chicago, Illinois. And here we'll go inside. It's only open from like noon to 4 during the summertime. See how it says open to the public? We'll see if we can open those big imposing doors here. Monday through Saturday, noon to 4, Elks National Memorial here. Well, if I can get you inside here, and we've done it before, we'll take you to the back. And they do accept donations, but I think it's free. But they do accept probably a $10 suggested donation here. Man, McCrae's tuning in there. So here, what's happening here? Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it belongs in Greece. Yeah, birthday wishes to our friends here. So hey, happy birthday here. Let's see if we can get into the Elks. See, it looks like you can't open the door, but here, let's pull the handle here. Yes. Nope. You got to push. You got to push. I pulled. I'm sorry. Should I wait? Are you open now? Or?
Yeah, we are open. But it's just too humid.
Oh, it's so humid. Okay, good. Yeah, this heavy door.
I actually can't open it from that outside.
I kept pulling, and then I realized the push. I'm on YouTube, so I appreciate it. Here, I'll make a donation here. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. The Benevolent Order of the Elks here. There we go. Good. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. So right off the bat, and I say this every time we come in here, you got this amazing dome with an Oculus. And they got nice greeters at the door there that you can ask them information about this, and they'll help you out here. And yeah, it's kind of humid today, and so they got the fans going. Look, they're working on the statues. But here, this is the national headquarters for the Elks in the United States, and they built this in the 1920s to impress people. And I think, like Charlton Heston, they filmed a Roman black and white movie before he did Ben-Hur. They did it here, and so Charlton Heston was doing Roman historical movies even before he was in Ten Commandments and or Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur was the Roman times. Ten Commandments was before that, biblical times. But hey, look at I want to do it more justice here. It's just it's so hard to fit it on the screen. Let's see if I can flip my camera sideways here. So here, look at that. So now we can kind of maybe get the dome there, and we get the columns. The materials they used are the real materials. They spent a lot of money and raised a lot of funds to get this, you know. Isn't that cool? You seeing this? Yeah, the honeycomb. That's Roman style. And in the back, if you go to the back, they call this the Oak Room. And to me, it's kind of meant to recreate Versailles. And the lights should come on here. I think it's motion sensitive. There we go. So you remember the armistice was signed on the 11th hour of the 11th month of the 11th day of November there in 1918 to end World War I. And that's when this was built. That was they didn't even realize that World War II was yet ahead of them. Here, I got some glare there. At least let me get the glare off of here. And let's film the whole room here. Look at that. You imagine something this opulent being in Chicago, and this is accessible to the public. It's open from noon to 4, Mondays through Saturdays. I think it's closed Sunday in the summer months. Look at these chandeliers. Look at the frescoes on the ceiling here. And they paid the artisans, that we'll show you pictures of the artisans, the sculptors, the painters, and the craftsmen to build this stuff. And they were really proud that they could recreate this. And it's been so well preserved by the Elks. So this is in Lincon Park. It's at Lakeview, south of Diversey. You know where Diversey Harbor is? It's you can take a Lakeshore Drive north from downtown. You get off at Fullerton, take Cannon Drive up to Diversey. You'll see it. You'll see the dome. I don't know if they got parking. You can park on the street, or you can park in the park. You can park on Stockton, and you can park on Lakeview or Cannon Drive. Oh yeah, check this out. And again, it's free and open to the public. I gave them a small donation because I'm filming in here, and I would appreciate that it's open today. When I pulled on that door, I thought it was going to be closed, but they do close it in the wintertime. I think it's a seasonal, just because they, you know, I've never seen it crowded. Look how impressive this is when you come out here and you look up at this oculus and this dome modeled off of Roman ideals. And they got brotherly love, charity, justice, fidelity, these ideals. They got these wings. And then if you go down the side here, they have a lot of memorials to the military, the branches of the military. I want to show the architect and the, I always think that's a person there. It's a sailor thing. Here it is. So you go on the side here. Here's Egerton Swartwout, architect. Yeah, here's Eugene Savage, the artist there. So he did all the, and here's Laura Garden Fraser, the sculptor. She did all the sculptures, or did the sculptures that we just saw there. And they got offices. They got like nice courtyards and things in here. But then on the side here, they got, you can go down to the basement. I don't know what's in the basement, but then they got military, they got uniforms, branches, the Marines, Air Force, Marines, I guess Army, different branches, say the Navy. Here's all the different styles. Veterans Walk of Remembrance. Here's where it was dedicated. 1926, July 14th. Look how many people showed up. And that's what, see, those buildings are there. The Brewster was there where Charlie Chaplin lived. That building was there. This is Lakeview, this is Lincon Park. And dedication of the Elks National Headquarters, July the 14th, 1926. That's what it says there. And they rededicated it in 76, and that's what this is about. And yeah, ceremonies. They have ceremonies here. Does anybody belong to the Elks or know anybody that I might have missed a comment there? Yeah, look at these amazing sculptures covered with gold. They're redoing that one. So look, you could see how it's bronze, and they probably do a gold leaf just like the Hamilton statue. See how that one's gold? They probably just restored that. Here's the bronze, and then they're gonna probably do a gold leaf covering and make it all nice and shiny. But there's the Oak Room. Yeah, the Elks National Headquarters. Thanks mods. I know people are asking where this is at. There, brotherly love, charity, and then there's this other wing on the other side here. Let's see what else is on this side. I got to show these people here. Here, James E. Fraser, another sculptor. I wonder if he's connected with the woman there. Adolph Weinman, he was another sculptor. And here, Edwin Blashfield, another artist. And Elks National Memorial here at Lincon Park, Chicago. Look at these nice courtyards they got on the side here with landscaping. Yeah, and here's where they list a lot of the Hall of Honor. They list all the branches throughout the United States. This is a nationwide United States. Here's all the states. Wyoming, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Texas. Alphabetical order here all the way back to Alabama and Alaska. All the chapters, all the lodges, They got the military uniforms here, stained glass windows, but the Elks National Memorial here, Chicago, Illinois. Let's see if there's Merchant Marines here. You see any? There's U.S. Army. Yeah, maybe they got some Merchant Marines there, but hey, were you in the Merchant Marines? That's great. Yeah, let me know if you see it here. And I'm sure there's Merchant Marines that are part of the Elks here. Right here, look at that. So one last time, we'll give you one more view of the Oak Room in case you missed it. I know some people might have just tuned in and they're like, what is this spectacular place here you're in? Welcome to Chicago, welcome to Lincon Park here. We're in the Elks National Monument headquarters here. It's at Lakeview and Diversey. Look at these paintings above the door here. And here's the Oak Room. Again, to me, this is modeled off of Versailles, but you know, the Hall of Mirrors there in Versailles where they signed the armistice on the 11th day of the 11th month at the 11th hour. And look at this amazing ceiling. I mean, you can make that your screensaver. Look at that. Look at that detailing. It's all real material, real gold, real stained glass windows, real oak. You know, they didn't scrimp on the materials. And this is free and accessible to the public, noon to 4, Monday through Saturday. It's free and open to the public. They do accept donations. There's some nice people at the door greeting you that can answer all your questions. I'm sure there's Wikipedia articles. You can find other information online if you want more information about this. And you can watch the full rerun here by rewinding here. We got 12:42, so I'm going to have to start heading back here. So, hey, thank you. That's great. Look at this urn. Wow, look at the size of this urn. Thank you so much. That's good. Yeah, Brian really Chicago. Good. Hey, tell her thanks for watching. That's good. Yeah, I'm on YouTube, so thanks so much. That's great. That's awesome. Yeah, see, look, her mom watches. That's good. So hey, shout out to mom there. That's great. See, mothers like you know, I understand, because when I moved to Chicago in 1999, my parents were worried about me living in the big bad city, same as her. She might be a native Chicagoan, you know, she might have lived here her whole life, but a lot of times parents will watch because their children live in Chicago like her and are working here or going to college or something, you know, and want to see if the city's really as bad as people say it is in the media, you know, and they see, oh, here's some yuppie that lives in Lincon Park. Let's see how he fares walking around the street. Here it is, the Elks National Memorial, 1926. This building was constructed by the Benevolent and Protective Order of the Elks, an American fraternal organization in tribute to the 1,037 Elks who died and the 70,000 Elks who served in World War I. Rededicated. There it is. Yeah. Chicago landmark. So it's just nice this exists in the world.